Welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel where I'm showing you my latest builds in road, cyclocross, mountain bikes and of course gravel. You can't have a successful YouTube channel if you don't show gravel bikes nowadays. And in today's video I'll show you the ultimate gravel bike, at least in my interpretation, that I built on Carbon Cannondale Topstone, which was custom painted by Colourburn Studio. It's a truly dream build, but unfortunately, at least for me, I built it for someone else. So without further ado, welcome my new build. This is probably the best looking gravel bike I've ever built. The frame set was custom painted in the UK by the Colourburn Studio, and they've made it for the Cannondale stand to be presented on the Rouleur Classic bike show in London. The frame has these nice contrasting panels in black and red marble effect, which was inspired by the Stranger Things TV show, which I'm a big fan of. You know, all this upside down world thing. The bike was originally built on Sram AXS 2x12 setup with 10-wall WTB tires, which I wasn't a big fan of. I also thought that gravel bikes are better off with 1x12 setup because it's lighter, it's better performance, better looking, and you can put a really wide range cassette to it, especially with the AXS 1x12. I also thought that the custom painted bikes look much better with the matching stem and seat post. So when I bought the bike from Rob from Colourburn Studio, I asked him to paint the S-Works seat post and the 3T Arcs stem in the matching white color. And in addition to that, I've also designed and cut the custom decals for the frame and the seat post. Now moving on from the design to the components on the bike. As you may know, this frame has a kingpin suspension. Cannondale is saying that due to the specially designed seat stays and chain stains and the link in the seat tube, this frame will give you up to 30 millimeters of travel, which is quite impressive. Talking about the fork, what I found interesting is that they designed it for 160 or 180 millimeter brake rotors rather than 140 or 160. So you have to put the adapter in the 140 position on this fork if you are using it with the 160 millimeter rotor. So be careful about that. I built this bike with the Sram AXS mullet setup, which means I mixed the road Sram Force shifters and calipers with the mountain bike rear derailleur. This allowed me to put a wide range 1152 cassette, which was made by Garbrick. It's extremely light, it weighs just 320 grams, and it gives you a super wide range that you can easily use on all your bikepacking trips or climbing steep hills, whatever you throw at it. On the front, rather than using Sram Force XS cranks, I decided to go with the Cannondale's own hologram SI cranks. They are almost 200 grams lighter than Sram Force Dub. Oh, it's windy here. The wheels I put on the bike are new Evolution SL with the 32mm profile. I really like how they look on this bike. The tires are Panaracer Gravel King SK 38mm, setup tubeless of course. The saddle is Fabric Scoop in shallow profile, which was also custom painted by the Colourburn Studio to match the red-black marble effect on the frame. And finally, the handlebars are Eastern Gravel specific carbon EC70 AX with a nice 16 degrees flare wrapped in a supercars bar tape. The bike weighs 8.4 kilograms without pedals, and then you add up another 200 to 300 grams for pedals. This takes the weight to 8.6, 8.7 kilograms, which is really not bad and in line with the other top builds of other brands with Sram AXS mullet setup. So this was my take on how the ultimate gravel bike should look like. I hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe to my channel. You can also find more photos of this bike and other builds I'm doing on my Instagram account. And I'll see you in the next video.